Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I thought I would share with you a day in the life of an influencer, and it's going to actually be a couple of days in the life of an influencer. I want to show you guys what I get up to, kind of like my main tasks, how I organise my job. Obviously with content creating being a relatively new job, everybody does this job differently. So I'm just showing you guys how I do it. I am new to doing it full time, but I've been creating content for quite a long time. So it's definitely been a massive shift to doing it full time. So yeah, and then towards the end of this video, I'm going to be filming the Q&A, which I'm going to be doing now, but you guys will see that at the end of the video. And there I'm going to be answering all of your questions. A few weeks ago, I asked you guys on Instagram. Also in my video where I told you guys I went full time, I put it out there and I said, if anybody's got any questions, let me know, message me on Instagram, let me know on YouTube, and I have compiled all of those questions and I will be answering them today. So let's first do the day in the life of an influencer, and I'll show you guys some of the key things that I do. Obviously with the whole world situations, things haven't fully gone back to normal. Like there's no events, I still go on some PR visits, but there's not as many as there used to be. So that is a huge aspect of the job, and it's probably one of the funniest part of the job is going to events and networking and meeting other influencers, but obviously that can't happen. So I'm basically showing you guys what I do on my own to actually create the content. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll meet you guys later on in the video where I'm answering all of your questions. Good morning everybody. Today is Sunday and I'm so tired. So today is Sunday and I never usually start any vlog on a weekend because I try to take my weekends off. I thought I would do a day in the life of an influencer, and it's probably going to be a couple of days because I'm going to show you guys different aspects of the job, and this kind of gives anybody who's interested in this as a career choice insight into how it works. Like I said before, it's Sunday. I woke up about 9:15, half 9, so I had a bit of a lie, but today I am going shooting. So I'm going to go shooting in town. I'm meeting up with another blogger to go and shoot some content, and I also do need to do a few things in town, and I'm also meeting up with a different blogger, but she's more of a just friend now, and we're just meeting up to catch up because I haven't seen her in ages. Sunday always ends up being a bit of a half worky, half chill day because I have an upload on a Sunday. Now usually I try and get my videos prepped and ready on Friday so that they can go live. Friday was a busy day for me, so I didn't finish my upload, so I'm just watching my video now, and the video that's going live is my jeans video. This would have gone live like weeks ago. So yeah, I'm gonna finish watching that because technically I think I finished the edit. I'm gonna watch it through probably as I'm doing my makeup and getting ready to go, and then I will create the thumbnail as well. I'll probably create the thumbnail now. I also need to go and plan my outfits for shooting. So the plan is I'm going to create my thumbnail for my video. I am going to try and do all the links. I might not be able to do all of the links, so hopefully I'll be back before 5 to do all my links. They take hours. And then I'm going to go and plan all of my outfits and talk to you guys which outfits I'm taking with me to shoot. And I do apologise that I'm wearing my pyjamas, but I've literally just woken up, I've got my cup of tea, and yeah, I need to be quick about this. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with doing my thumbnail now.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking.
Okay, so for my thumbnails I use a website called PicMonkey, and it's a free website to create your thumbnails, and I think this is the thumbnail that I'm going to go for because it shows a little bit of something. It definitely shows what the video is all about, and then I just use like a plain rectangle backdrop for the text, and then I just add some text to tell people what the video is all about. With thumbnails, you want them to be interesting, I kind of know now the kind of thumbnails that work for me and the ones that don't. So you want to be a little bit daring when it comes to your thumbnail and make it as fun and something that people are going to want to click. So this is the thumbnail I'm going to go for. So yeah, I'm going to finish watching the video. So the next step after that, I'm going to go and choose the outfits I'm going to actually shoot today. So as always, I always use my clothing rail to pop all my outfits on, and so I'll do that and then I'll show you guys why I'm picking certain outfits, because I have quite a few campaigns to shoot.
Asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distraction.
Okay, so this is my reel, and I don't know if I'm going to end up shooting everything, but I will try and take as much stuff as I can. Okay, so I am all ready to go. I put all my makeup on, I've got the first outfit which I'm going to shoot. I'll show you guys what I'm wearing, show you guys the bags that I'm taking. Okay, so the first outfit which I'm shooting is this beautiful peachy coral dress, and then I've just popped on this H&M trench. I always recommend bringing some sort of big coat or trench, because it makes it easier to get changed, because sometimes you can't find somewhere inside to get changed. That's right. Sometimes you have to get changed outside. So if you have a big coat, you can cover yourself up and your friend can cover you up. I've got my Loewe basket bag, so this I'm going to use for quite a few of the outfits. And then in my Loewe basket bag, I have my YSL bag. I have a hair comb, because you always need a hair comb. I've got some hair bands if I need to tie my hair up. I have I'm going to pop my camera in here. I've got my phone in here, and I'm going to bring a bottle of water. Honestly, guys, a bottle of water will help you so much. It gets so tiring getting changed and all that kind of thing, and just having water to freshen you up makes a world of difference. So anyway, I'm gonna head out now, and I'll catch up with you guys when I'm out and about. Also, I forgot to show you guys, but this is the bag which I used to shoot. I got this from IKEA, but I don't know if they sell it anymore. And the reason why I use this bag is because I can throw it about and not care whether it gets damaged. It's in that really like tough, plasticky, recycled material. It zips at the top. Honestly, don't spend money on a shooting bag, because it will just break. Okay, so I have just arrived, and I'm gonna go and meet my friend now.
Be free with me. Be free with.
Good morning, everybody. So I'm continuing the day in the life of an influencer vlog today, and I'm starting the day obviously not on the sofa, but starting my working day on the sofa, because as you saw yesterday, I took loads of pictures. So now I need to look through all the pictures and edit them. So I need to look through all of the pictures. There's probably a few hundred pictures to go through, pick them out, and then I need to edit them. Now, the two editing apps that I use are Lightroom, PhotoFix, and then I use Unum to kind of plan my grid. So it's just gone 8:30. That'll probably take me a couple of hours, so I'll probably catch up with you guys at about 10:30. So these are the outfits that I've decided to go ahead with. Obviously it's not showing properly on the camera, just because I'm obviously just filming the screen, so the colouring is completely off. But yeah, I've edited the pictures. Now I am sending the pictures off to the relevant brands. So yeah, I'm going to send these off for approval, and then in the meantime I'm going to answer some emails I didn't get around to on Friday.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde.
So I'm going to spend this afternoon filming content. I've got a H&M haul that I want to film. Okay guys, so I'm all dressed and ready to film my H&M haul. Just got ready, done my very simple everyday makeup, which I showed you guys in a vlog. So yeah, I'll try and remember to link that vlog in the description box. But yeah, I think I just called the vlog my everyday makeup. Anyway, so I'm filming a H&M haul. I've got my rail. What I'm going to do now is steam all of the clothes that I'm going to be showing you. So yeah, let's do that first.
Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out.
So I'm now filming on my iPhone just because I'm using my actual camera to film the H&M haul. So I finished steaming. That took a little while, but not too long. And I was just listening to like YouTube and stuff like that. True crime content. I don't know, is anyone else obsessed with that true crime content? I'm just completely obsessed with it. So anyway, I'm going to put you guys in the corner, and you guys can like watch how I film my H&M hauls and all that kind of thing.
I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Be free. Be free with me. Be free.
Okay, so excuse my very shiny face. I have naturally extremely oily skin, so it's 4:30 now. I've been editing for a couple of hours, and I have just finished the H&M vlogs. I finished editing that. It wasn't a very long video, so I did it in 2 hours, which is really quick for me. Now, the only things that I need to do left, so whilst I was editing that, both of the content which I sent off, which I think I mentioned to you guys earlier on, that I had content to send off for approval, they both got approved by the brands. They were really happy with everything, so I'm very, very ecstatic about that. Both brands are very, very happy with the content that I sent. I showed you guys the pictures, didn't I? I think I did, yeah. So the last thing on my agenda is I have my 5 o'clock post. So every single day, I try and do every single day. Sometimes, I don't know what happens, life takes over. Ooh, bear with me. Sometimes life takes over and I don't post at all, or I'll post a little bit later. But yeah, I have a sponsored post going live today. I've already written the caption, done all the hashtags, all the relevant stuff. At 5 o'clock on the dot, I will be posting my sponsored post, and that will be my last job to do today. So now that you have seen some of the things that I get up to, how I schedule my days, what I get up to, you know, different aspects of the job, I thought it'd be really helpful if I could come on here and answer some of your questions. I asked you guys on Instagram, and a few of you guys DM'd me after watching my video where I announced that I was, you know, doing this full time. Thank you so much for all of the lovely messages on video. Like, I had so many people message me. I still get people messaging me now. I just think it's incredible. I'm so appreciative of you all. Okay, I'm gonna get comfortable and we can answer all of these questions, okay? So the first question that I got is, where does one start with influencing? What kind of jobs, careers are available? So how you start with influencing is simply by posting. A lot of people who start influencing start it alongside the job, start it alongside other things that they're doing in their life. So you literally just start by posting, either posting your first video or posting your first picture on Instagram. For me, I started my Instagram when I was I at uni? I can't remember, but I was in some sort of education, and I just started it as an extra hobby. I wanted to find like-minded people who were into fashion. I feel like I didn't really have many of that in my personal life. So yeah, that's how you start. You literally just start by posting. It seems like there's going to be a more in-depth answer, but it's just really as simple as that. That's how everybody starts. The next question I got is, what are the pros and cons of the job? Is it competitive with no benefits, as they say? Firstly, I'll answer about the competitiveness of the job. I think, yes, it is competitive. The industry is oversaturated, but I don't look at it in that way. Like, I always think that for instance, if there were two people who posted the exact same Zara haul, there could be something that makes me want to watch one more than the other, even though it's the same content. Now that could be because, I don't know, they live in the same country as me, so they have the same stock, Zara stock. Maybe it's because they have the same body type as me. Personality is a huge thing. Like, there could be two people who create the same video, but one personality you're just more drawn to, so you watch their content more. And I think that's what makes people really, really unique when it comes to content creating. In my opinion, it can never be oversaturated, just because everyone's personality is different. There's something about you that makes somebody watch your content, follow you on Instagram, whatever it is. It's totally unique, and nobody can ever do what you're doing online. So if you're thinking about starting and you're thinking in the back of your head, it's oversaturated, everybody's doing it, everybody's an influencer, at the end of the day, nobody is you, so just go for it. So the next part of that question is it competitive with no benefits, as they say? Yes, there's definitely no benefits. So by benefits, I think that's quite an American way of phrasing it. I would assume you mean like perks of the job. So that could be like health insurance, maternity leave, pension, maybe like free gym membership, discounts to stores. These are the kind of things that you get with a lot of employees. I've worked in different jobs, like part-time jobs, you know, when I was doing, you know, my degree, and sometimes working in a certain shop means that I get discounts within the whole shopping centre or the whole shopping mall. So yeah, there's no benefits in that way. So you're not entitled to a pension, you're not entitled to maternity leave, you don't get health insurance, there's no discounts or anything like that. None of that to this job. I think that just goes with any kind of self-employed job. A lot of self-employed jobs are like that, where you just don't get any perks because you are your own employer. You're kind of it's up to you to create those opportunities for yourself. Okay, pros and cons of the job. I'm going to try to think really quickly. There are so many pros of the job. Creating your own schedule, the flexibility that comes with that. I know that, I don't know, for instance, if I don't feel well one day, I don't have to call in sick to anybody. If I couldn't work one day, I can work another. If I couldn't work on, I don't know, Thursday, I'll work on a Sunday. It is super flexible. I think for me, in my industry, I feel like sometimes I'm living, it's so corny, but I feel like I'm living a dream, because I am essentially kind of working in the fashion industry. I say that loosely because obviously I'm not working in Vogue or like Marie Claire, but I'm working in a fashion industry without really having a fashion degree. You know, it's a total perk to it. You don't have to have any actual qualifications to do this job. You don't have to qualify, or anybody can do it. Like, literally anybody can do it. If you have some sort of if you have some sort of device that can create videos or that can take pictures, if you have an editing software, all that kind of thing, you can create content. Obviously, another perk of the job is, for me specifically, because like I said, I do fashion content, is the free clothes and the opportunities that you get with that, like the PR visits, being able to visit stores and, you know, look at the new stores, or being invited down to try out new products, you know, all that kind of thing are huge perks. Like, sometimes I have to pinch myself. I honestly cannot believe that this is my job. It doesn't feel like a job because it just comes so naturally. There's a lot of pros to that. The events, like, obviously there's not really been any this year. Seeing like new products which are going to launch in the next few months, seeing things before the general public get to see them, going to like press events, all that kind of thing, getting to try products earlier than everybody else. That could be skincare products, makeup products, all that kind of thing. You know, it's amazing. But yeah, there's definitely cons to the job. I think for me, obviously, like trolling and all that kind of thing, mean comments, nasty comments, when people get really vicious online, that is awful. I thankfully don't get that much trolling. Like, my audience on YouTube and on Instagram are so kind. I feel so grateful that everybody is just so lovely. This is a huge thing with content creating, is the kind of trolling and the hate and all that kind of thing. I have aspects of the job which I love and aspects of the job that I don't love. So for instance, I don't love editing. I don't love video editing. I find it very, very it's long, it's energy consuming, you know, all that kind of thing. I don't love it. Also, even though I love shooting outside, I love going outside and shooting content, that can be one of the least favourite parts of the job. I love networking and meeting other influencers, love that aspect of it completely. But sometimes, you know, the getting change, some of the places that you have to get change, I didn't really show that in the video, obviously not, but some of the places that we get changed are disgusting. Some of the things that I've seen are disgusting. The way that people can act towards you when they see you taking pictures is also can be quite disgusting. Honestly guys, I can tell you guys some crazy stories. Let's get straight on to money, okay? So one of the questions that I got is, how do you work out what to charge or the prices or whatever? Now, what I've heard and kind of what I follow is, so on Instagram for instance. Hi everyone, Editing Josephine here. So the rule of thumb for how much you should charge for an Instagram post is around 1% of your following. So if you have 10,000 followers, I would charge 1% of that, which is 100. So it would be about £100 per post. In some parts of this video, I say 10%, but ignore that. What I mean is 1% of your following. There are also websites which tell you how much you should be charging, depending on, so for instance, if you put your Instagram handle, it'll work out your engagement, all that kind of thing, and it'll generate the amount that you should be charging per post. There are websites like that. I will try and find some and I will link them in the description box below. But yeah, rule of thumb is 10% of your following. Now, some people will want to charge more because their content requires a lot more effort. For instance, if you always hire a photographer, a professional photographer, to take all of your content, and you have these really professional photos which certain brands are after, and they're going to use it on their websites, all that kind of thing. If you see value in your content and you want to charge more, go for it. The worst that can happen is a brand will come back and say no, and you can negotiate a price that you both feel comfortable with. Another aspect of it is that sometimes you're working with a smaller brand or a brand that doesn't have such a big budget, but you still want to work with them because maybe they're your favorite brand. You know, they don't have like a huge budget, or maybe you just really like the ethics of the brand. Maybe they're super sustainable and they give, I don't know, all their profits to charity. Sometimes in those circumstances you might think, okay, well, I'm not gonna charge them the full 10%. I'll bring it down a little bit because I really want to work with this brand for XYZ. So yeah, rule of thumb is 10%. You can go and look on different websites and they'll generate how much you should be charging, but also you're self-employed, it's your business, you can charge however you want really, and all you can do is ask for a brand to pay you your fee, and if they say no, you negotiate a different price. A huge aspect of this job is negotiating, reading contracts and all that kind of thing. This job actually, I would probably say it's, for me, it's probably like 40% fashion, actually doing like the fashion aspects of it, creating content, all that kind of thing. It's 60% like business minded and all that kind of thing. The behind the scenes part of this job massively outweighs. I'd say I create content maybe on 2 days. One day I'll be shooting, which tends to be on the weekend, and then maybe another day I'll try and film 1 or 2 videos. So sometimes it's like 2.5 days, 3 days of actual fashion content, and then the other times it's you know, replying to emails, reading contracts, negotiating prices, choosing items, editing. Editing takes so much time. Creating Excel sheets so that you can monitor all of your income, chasing invoices. There's so much more business side of it and behind the scenes aspects of it that you guys don't see, you'll probably never see. A lot of people don't talk about it, but all you see on Instagram, on YouTube is, oh, going to this amazing fashion event and I've been given all this free stuff, which, you know, don't get me wrong, it is a huge part of the job, but what is even bigger is all the behind the scenes stuff. The next question is, how do I remove a shadow ban? I'm gaining a lot of followers but losing a lot too. Okay, I'm not sure whether this is actually a shadow ban, but all I want to say is that it's completely normal to lose followers and gain followers and go through a period of time of months, which sounds crazy, of just losing followers. It's awful. Like, I remember there was a time where every time I would post, I would lose followers, and even when I was gaining some, it wasn't making a difference. So I was just in a decline for months. So demotivating. I was like, what am I doing? Thankfully, it wasn't when I went full-time. It was when, I think because I was working a full-time job and also doing this on the side, I just couldn't focus fully on it, so I wasn't putting my all into it, and maybe it was coming across in that way. But there's no way to remove a shadow ban. I'm not even sure whether it is a shadow ban, but all I want to say is that if you have gone months of losing followers, it's completely normal. Now, I know somebody's probably asked me this, but how do you gain followers? For instance, on Instagram, and let's break it up. Let's talk about Instagram and YouTube, because those are the platforms that I work on. So how you gain followers on Instagram? You work with Instagram, okay? Instagram gives you the rules and you follow them. Honestly, it sounds very simple, but right now, the other day, Instagram did a massive release and said that they are no longer a photo sharing app, and that they're focusing mostly on video sharing. So like IGTV and Reels mainly. They want to be TikTok basically. They want to do what YouTube is doing. They want to move in that direction. So as a content creator, I know what to do now. Obviously, I love creating photos and all that kind of thing. I will always do that, but I know now to focus most of my energy on Reels. And I already knew this from the kind of engagement and views that I get on my Reels compared to my photos. I think everybody on the platform, on Instagram, has noticed just how likes have dropped, reach has dropped, impressions have dropped. So I feel like Instagram is telling you what to do. Honestly, this is the time to really focus put your strategies and your effort and all that into creating video content on Instagram. Honestly, I think that is the way that the platform is going. I mean, they've literally said that. And yeah, I know for me, I love watching Reels. I'm not on TikTok. I literally don't even have an account. So Reels are like my TikTok for me. So if you want to grow your following on Instagram, focus on Reels, be creative, follow the trends, use the music trends, all that kind of thing, and focus on that. If you want to grow right now, what you need to be doing is creating Reels. Instagram has literally told you to abandon your pictures, not literally, I'm not going to do that, and put all of your energy into Reels. So that's what you should be doing. So for YouTube, obviously it's a video sharing platform. I find that with YouTube, I have to do a mix of content that I love watching and a mix of content that I love creating as well, but it's the content that actually brings in the new subscribers, brings in new people, all that kind of thing. So for me, I love creating vlogs. I also love creating like luxury videos talking about handbags. You guys know I'm obsessed with my handbags. But I know those videos don't get views. I know the videos that get views, for me personally, are the hauls. Zara hauls do amazing. H&M hauls do amazing. My outfits videos have started to do quite well. So I know that with me, I need to mix up my content and create content that I like, but also content that gets the views and brings the people in. And I don't know what industry that you'll be going in, but you need to figure out the content that brings in the viewers, and also the content that you actually like, and do a blend of them. If you're looking to grow and you really want to gain followers, and if that's your main objective, I wouldn't see any point in just creating just content that you like that isn't popular, because really no one's watching it, so you're not going to get views. So yeah, that is how I would grow on both platforms. Next question that I got is, would you make a separate Insta or use your current one, which already had followers? I know that when I started with my Instagram, I wanted to create a new page because first of all, I was embarrassed. I was really embarrassed that I was doing this. Even though I wanted to do it, I was embarrassed that people would find out, so I created it in that way. And also, secondly, I didn't want to spam all the people that didn't want to follow my fashion content and like wouldn't engage with it. Someone asked me what I did before becoming an influencer. So I was working so when I finished my degree, I was working full-time doing social media for a company and for a brand. I'll link the video where I told you my experience. It was bad, but we move. Someone said, how do you even start? Well, just start. Just create your first video. Oh, somebody asked how long did it take for it to become my full-time job. So for me, I went full-time at the beginning of this year. I could have gone full-time a lot earlier, but anyway, I wanted to stick at my last job because it was my first job after finishing my degree. I really wanted to test it out and see what it means to do a normal 9-to-5 job. I wanted to be in that life. I wanted that lifestyle. I think the simplest way to answer this is whenever you can pay your bills and you have saved the amount of money that you need to live your lifestyle, your life, that's when you can become full-time. So, if you earn consistently a certain amount of money, it pays your bills. You can save on top of that, and you've got a good savings so that if it dries up or you don't have sponsorships for a month, you're gonna be okay. I think that's when you can go full-time. It's not really an answer that I can give you. I've seen people who've gone full-time with 10,000 Instagram followers. I don't know what they're charging. I don't know how they're doing it. They've been able to do it because they're getting the sponsorship. So at 10,000 followers, they've gone full-time. Now, I didn't go full-time until I had how many followers I have on Instagram? I think like probably like 40-50,000. That's when I went full-time with my Instagram. But yeah, like I said, it all depends on what your lifestyle is, like how much your bills are. Do you have a family to support? All that kind of thing plays into the factor of when you can go full-time. But yeah, some people go full-time at like 10k. Some people never go full-time. Even when they have 1 million followers, they want to keep working their normal job, their corporate job or whatever. Oh, someone asked me if I got some help from the beginning, like a manager. No, I have never had a manager. I've been approached by a few people, like a few companies saying that they want to manage me, but for me, I like the kind of stuff that a manager can do for me. I actually like doing it. So I like doing all my emails. I like negotiating, looking over my own contracts. Thankfully, if I need any help, my boyfriend can help me with that. So I really like I really like that aspect of it. So I don't feel like I need anyone to like negotiate my fees. I don't feel like I need anybody to look over my contracts or do any of my invoicing. I like that aspect of my job. I feel like if I didn't do that, then I think I could probably I'd only really be working like 2 days a week because it's a large part of my job. So no, I didn't have any help in that way. I do every aspect of this job on my own, apart from obviously when I go out and take pictures with people, somebody would take pictures for me and I will do the same for them. So obviously we don't charge each other. But yeah, I am my own video editor, photo editor, I am my own director, I plan my own content, I negotiate my own prices, I invoice all myself, I chase all of my invoices. What else? I do my own makeup, hair, beauty. I, take myself to my own events. I don't have a driver or whatever. I'm trying to think of other aspects of the job. But yeah, I do absolutely everything on my own and I love it. Can get lonely, to be honest. That is very true. Is that I don't have any work colleagues. That sometimes when I hear my boyfriend like talking to his work colleagues on like Skype or whatever platform they use, I'm like, kind of wish I had that. But yeah, I'll just go and annoy him or something. Oh, somebody asked, how do you get your first collaboration? It's really, I'm trying to think. The ways that my first collaboration, so when I was maybe like under 10k, the collaborations were not coming in really that much. So it's completely normal to not have like constant collaborations and when you have like a small following. I'm trying to think what my first collaboration was. I think it's probably like a jewelry brand. I know that I worked with Dior Makeup, which was, till this day I'm like, whoa, that was amazing to have that opportunity. How do you get your first collaboration? Well, you can either reach out to these brands, but usually I let people reach out to me. That's how I work. I know that's a question that I got, is how do you pitch yourself to people? I never do that, so I wouldn't know how to go about doing that. There's been a few times actually where I have. So I remember probably like I think I probably had like between 8 and 10,000 followers, maybe 5 and 10,000 followers. I approached a brand. What I would do is I would try to find out the social media person's contact. I wouldn't DM them on Instagram, because if it's a fashion brand or any kind of brand, they probably get 10,000, you know, requests a day. So I would try to find the person's contact number, and you literally do that by going on their website, looking at their, you know, at the bottom of the page, try and find somebody. If you haven't found the exact email that you need, email just the email that's there, ask them to forward you on to this social media person. I would go about it that way. I would tell them, you know, I am a customer of yours, I have this amount of following, I love your brand, why I love your brand, why I want to work with you, how I want to work with you, all that kind of thing. But like I said, I haven't really done it that much myself. And I remember when I did do it, the brand, I think I only got like 1 reply, and I must have emailed like 5 companies. So it can be really, really tough when you have a small following. But the easiest, I think the best way to probably go about getting collaborations is do it organically. Like if you like a certain brand, wear their clothes, buy their stuff, tag them on Instagram. It won't work every single time. Use the hashtags, all that kind of thing. Try and do it in an organic way so it feels natural. But yeah, it is really, really hard to get collaborations, especially paid collaborations. I remember how frustrated I would feel when, you know, a brand would ask me to do a million things, to be like, yeah, we're just gonna give you clothes. And I'm like, sometimes I would take it, because you know what, yeah, gifted collaborations are not always bad, because it means that you can use the free items to create further content. It means you don't have to buy the clothes, and you can also keep them. This is a really good question. Somebody asked, how do you decide when to take holiday or time off? Very interesting question. It's so hard, and I've watched other people, other influencers talk about this or whatever, but because it's my brand, like, it's me, I don't think I ever have like time off. There are times where, I don't know, I don't feel like posting on Instagram, so I'm not gonna post it on Instagram, because it doesn't, I don't feel like it. So I guess that can be classed as time off, because I'm not actually posting any content onto the platform. But I'm always on my phone replying to DMs. I get messages all the time, every single day. People ask me, you know, can you share the code for this item or link this item? Obviously, they're all part of my job. Or it'll be a weekend and I'm chilling, I don't know, I'm watching TV, and I'll get the most exciting email about a collaboration from a brand that I love, or a brand wants to continue working with me. And I don't know, it's 8 PM at night. I'm so excited that I'm going to reply anyway. There's been times where I'll be working with brands who are in the States or in Australia, where there's completely different time zones, and it'll be midnight and I'll be replying to that email because I want to, because I'm excited for them. So when you take holiday, when you take time off, it's completely up to you. Obviously, it's your business, it's your job. That's when, you know, you decide. But for me, because I'm so new to doing it full time, I'm still figuring that out. It's like when to actually just like switch off. Like, I'm not doing anything, I am just relaxing, okay? There's no content creating part of, I'm not going to create any content. It's so hard because I feel like everything is content. Vlogging, for instance, went on a trip to London with my boyfriend. I was vlogging the whole trip, creating content. You know, even though it was like a holiday and a break for us, I was also kind of technically working because I was videoing a lot of the trip. It is hard, and because it's you and it's your brand, you almost don't want to take time off. It's still something that I'm figuring out, but because it's your business, it's up to you to decide that for yourself. Somebody asked, did I know from the beginning what direction I wanted to go in? No, actually, I started my page as a beauty page, so I would do like makeup tutorials. So cringe. I know some of you guys have like followed me since then, which is just incredible that some of you guys have literally followed me since then. But yeah, and then I decided to swap it out to fashion because the fashion content was just performing a lot better, and also as a viewer I wasn't really watching that much makeup videos anymore. So yeah, I didn't always know what direction to go in. I love doing fashion content obviously, but I want to bring a little bit more lifestyle, a lot more vlogs. I want you guys to know me and share a little bit more of my life, obviously not too much, but yeah, share a little bit more of my life, make it a lot more personal. Okay, the next question I got is, did you quit your job in the beginning? If not, how do you manage your life? Oh my gosh, when I was doing when I was working full-time for like a company, when I was doing that and also doing content creating, I'm telling you guys, my life was crazy. People who do that, you are like an incredible person, because I massively struggled because I wanted to stay consistent. That's when you see people not be so consistent because they have other stuff. Maybe they have a family they have to look after, or they have a job that they have to do. I can totally understand when people are not consistent in that way. How did I manage my life? I mean, I would literally, when I wasn't like at my 9-to-5 job, because even though it was a pandemic, I still had to go into the office. I wasn't working from home. So when I would come back like on an evening, I would edit videos, I would answer my emails. At lunchtime, I would go into my car, because if you've watched my video then you know, but I didn't like my job. I hated my job. So I would go into my car anyway, because there was no canteen at the place that I worked at, and so you couldn't really eat anywhere apart from your desk, which then didn't feel like a break if I'm like at my desk, because then I would end up working whilst on my break, and I didn't want to do that because it was an unpaid break. Anyway, I digress. But I would usually go into my car and I would edit videos, answer my emails during my 1-hour break. Then I would come home after 5 o'clock. I would answer any remaining emails or anything like that. I would shoot all of my content during the weekends, my videos. I would go and shoot content outside with people, do all of my mirror selfies, like the actual creating content on the weekend, and then throughout the week I could do like the editing aspects of it and all that kind of thing, if and when I can. It was stressful, it was hard, I had no life, I was not feeling great. Oh, someone said, do you ever doubt yourself or feel insecure with it? Would love to get your opinion on this. Yes, probably on a week, I wouldn't say daily, I would say on a weekly basis. There are times where I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what are you doing? Like or I think, oh, I don't know, I've posted this picture, it's not performed so well, or I posted this picture and I've lost loads of followers from it, or I've got this really nasty comment. I think, what am I doing? Like, I'm rubbish and people hate me. There's times where, as a content creator, you literally think everybody hates you. I don't know why everybody hates you, but for some reason you've got it in your head that your video, your picture did not perform well, which means that everybody hates you. I have those feelings, and if you're a content creator and you're feeling like that, I don't want to say it's normal to feel like that, but if you do feel like that, don't be so hard on yourself. Yeah, there were definitely times where I will doubt myself, and there's times where like I worry and think, oh my god, will I actually be able to do this forever? Will I be able to do this forever? Will I always be able to earn an income from this? Obviously then it's up to you to be clever with your money, and kind of, you know, be good with that, because you don't want to be caught out or anything. But yeah, another tip when it comes to money, with obviously being self-employed, be really clever with your money. And I know I don't have to tell this to anybody, but be really strategic with your money and your income. You do not want to be caught out by the tax man. I hired an accountant because I was working full-time last year, and then also I was whilst working full-time, I was also earning money from influencing, so I was earning money from 2 different places, and I didn't want to figure out my tax. I didn't want to do this myself. I was like, I can't do this, and if I try, I will be rubbish at it, and I'll end up calculating the wrong amount, and you know, all that kind of thing. So I hired an accountant and I work with her. She's honestly amazing. She's literally just like such a great person. Like, I met up with her a month ago, and literally we spent most of the time talking about Bicester Village and like shopping and all that kind of thing. So obviously I would say if you're not good at numbers and all that kind of thing, a lot of people can figure that out themselves. I'm happy for you if you can. I'm talking about in the UK, but be really clever with your money and make sure that you're saving a proportion of your income. My accountant told me to save 30% of my income, so that's what I always save, just so that anything on top is just extra savings. If you've put too much aside, then you just have extra savings, and there's obviously nothing wrong with that. Make sure that you have your pension sorted, that you have some sort of place that you are saving your pension, that you have general savings. Just make sure you're doing it right, because you do not want to be caught out. You want to, you know, for instance, in the future you want to buy a house or whatever, you need to show evidence of your income. Be clever with it. It always works out to do things the right way. The next question I asked is, do you need a lot of clothing to be an influencer at the beginning? No, because I assume at the beginning you already have your own existing wardrobe. When I first started, I had my own existing wardrobe, and that's what I would just use. I would style it in a different way. Mind you, I've always been so fashion focused. Like at uni, I would literally get jobs at certain shops just so that I can get the discount. I'm that kind of person, literally. So yeah, I had a job at Topshop, and I think, well, I got the job obviously because I needed money when I was studying, but I also got it because we were getting like, I think it was like 60% discount or whatever, and I just wanted the clothes, and that's why I did it. So I've always had like a lot more clothes, maybe like the average person, but at the beginning, no. But obviously having fresh content, people also request for you to do certain hauls. I get requests all the time. Oh, can you do a H&M haul, an ASOS haul, a Zara haul? Can you have a look on this website? Can you try out these clothes, try out this product? People rely on you to try that out because you're trying it out so that they don't have to spend the money. So it does help having fresh clothes, new in items. It makes it easy to link things as well, you know, so that people can buy it directly from you. Speaking of that, if you are thinking about creating content, make sure that you sign up to an affiliate link program, because that can be part of your, you know, how you make an income. Yeah, so there's like reward style and shop style. Make sure you sign up to one of them, because it's ways to earn money and it costs your audience nothing. The next question I got is, how do you afford all your clothes? Where do you store them? I mean, when we were looking at moving to this house, a huge thing that we needed to have was a lot of storage. So when we bought this house, we made sure to, you know, have good storage. So I have a lot of places to store my clothes. I just store it, like store it in my wardrobes. I have multiple wardrobes, and that really helps with my job. How do I afford all the clothes? I mean, it's part of my job and it's what I like. I set a certain amount of money aside a month that I feel comfortable, and that is just for me to spend on buying new clothes, trying new things out. And obviously I'm very open about this. On my haul videos, I don't keep everything. If I do a Zara haul, I'll keep, you know, only the things that I absolutely love, but I'm showing you guys what's new in. I'm trying things out on my body shape, because sometimes people just want to see stuff on your body shape because it's helpful. They have a similar body shape to you. So yeah, I don't keep everything from my hauls. I'm very, very open about that. It's not a secret at all. But yeah, you know, it's part of my job, so I always save a portion of my income. Not very much, to be completely honest, because I don't need that much clothes. I save a portion of my income for clothes, and also gifting. There is, especially at the beginning of doing this, gifting is, you just get so much gifting. Usually brands want to pay you in gifting, which can be great and also annoying. I've already explained that. But yeah, I remember when I first started, I kid you not, I would get a new package every day. I would get a package every day, and I lived at my old house, and my poor neighbour, I was at uni as well and working. My poor neighbour was like, what's wrong with this girl? Why is she always buying clothes? And at the end, bless her, she was like an 80-year-old woman, and I had to explain to her like, oh, I do fashion stuff on the internet, just to kind of make sure that, because I bet she was thinking, why is she spending all of her money on clothes? Why is she always buying new clothes? But yeah, you get a lot of gifting with this job. So I don't actually end up spending that much money on clothes, to be completely honest. Someone said, were you able to get brand deals at 5k, so at 5,000 followers? I was getting gifted brand deals, not really paid ones. I only started getting paid ones when I was at like 25k and above. Someone said, I love your content and I hope you never stop being a YouTuber. I'll never stop being a YouTuber unless you stop watching me. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. If you have any further questions, do let me know. And I just really enjoyed chatting with you guys and just being really open and personal with you guys. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this very long video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some insight. And I'll catch you all in my next one. Bye.